Recording in progress.
As you're lying back, really allow yourself to drop into the space on your mat, taking a nice deep inhale in. Allow yourself just to sigh and release out, dropping a little bit further down. And let's do another one of those, inhaling in, releasing with a big sigh out. Then I invite you to place your hands on your chest, and just to get those hearts a little more open, to get your vibration moving, because nothing, no matter what I play, no matter what you hear, nothing is more activating than your own sound and your own vibration. So I'm just gonna have you inhale, and for that one exhale, we're gonna la 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 la. You're gonna feel it in your throat, in your heart, and I think you probably find it hard not to smile, but it's the quickest way to open your heart and get your vibration flowing with that cacao. So let's go ahead, deep inhale. La 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 One more deep inhale in and hold the breath. Feeling the vibration you've created through the prana, pushing through the physical body, connecting with the heart space. I focus on the third eye, maybe even try and flutter that third eye, tapping into your own knowing and your own intuition. Release the breath, feel the chest drop, rest with the body. I want you to bring your attention now to the crown of the head, as if all of the cacao that you just consumed, that beautiful warm vibration, was simply pooling right at the crown. Look at it, consider it like the mud at the base of that 1,000-petaled lotus that is your crown. Warm, vibrating, and we're going to slowly release it through the body. And as we do, I'm going to invite you to allow tension, stress, muscles, and everything to relax, but also I'm going to invite you to also visualize that every cell is being lit up with this beautiful heart-opening vibration. So let's start at the crown and slowly start to release that cacao through the brow, eyelids, cheekbones, temples. Allow the jaw to relax, lips and chin all through the back of the head, the face completely at ease. And let it drip down the neck igniting all the cells through that throat chakra, but releasing tension as it pulls over the shoulders and into the upper arms, slipping down the upper arms into your elbows, forearms, into the wrists, and then let it flow warm into the palms and each of your fingertips. Bring the attention back up to the clavicle. And let's focus on the back first, releasing upper back, mid back, lower back releases onto the mat. And then we come up to the top of the chest and release through the breastbone, down through the ribs, the diaphragm, into the belly, warmth flowing into the pelvis, over the buttocks, into the thighs, warmth coming down through the knees, the calves, the ankles, and then into the very soles of your feet. And taking a deep breath here, exhaling, allowing yourself to be conscious that every cell is now lit up with this beautiful cacao in the body, so relaxed. And if at any point you feel you need to release anything heavy or dark from the body, use your breath or visualize that you're sending black smoke or sludge out the soles of the feet. One more deep inhale, big push out. Let's get ready for our journey. I invite everyone to visualize that they're walking towards a door. Don't open the door yet, but just see what shape and size. We're going to be in a beautiful state of awareness for our journey, noticing detail and color. And if you don't see things, if you're not visual, then just accept having a knowing. Everyone sees things differently. What is your knowing of what color the door would be? And before we walk through, I invite you to virtually just drop your bags at the door. You may want to drop your clothes and remnants of things that kind of are representations of you, but just let the real full you, that beautiful, individual, unique soul, be ready to open the door. And when you open that door, step through with a beautiful confidence, close that door behind you. You're on a lookout and you are gazing out to your sacred space. This space can be anywhere in the world or dreamed and imagined. It should make you feel safe. It should make you smile from its beauty. I want you to take a few moments and simply take it all in. Take in the colors. Is it day or night? Is there water, mountains, flowers? See what your sacred space looks like today. Find it, breathe it. Notice the temperature. And also, notice if perhaps at this point in the journey, any animal spirits or spirit guides have decided to join you, or you can call them in. It's certainly a journey you can do on your own, but it's an opportunity, should you wish, to call in a protector or a guide or an angel for your experience. And as we gaze out, you see that down below, in the most beautiful part of your sacred space, is a healing circle. I want you to take the opportunity for the next few moments to make your way there, noticing everything along the way. Any animals or birds, vegetation. Make your way to your sacred circle and stand at the entrance when you get there. When you get to your sacred circle, with great intention for personal healing and so much respect for this space, step in. And I invite you to lie down at the heart of your sacred circle and just feel the pull and the pulse of Mother Earth, gazing up in this most beautiful space. And then I invite you, as you lay in this healing circle, to bring your attention to your root chakra at the base of the spine. When contracted by fear, personal or collective, it limits our connection to the flow of the lower chakras and the Mother Earth at her core. Obviously, that then impedes the flow of energy from the very base of our being. All of our basic instincts, our sense of security and home can be blocked if we're carrying fear in this space. So we take the opportunity to reignite this connection to the mother who provided the vibration of the cacao to connect with her red golden energy beating at the heart of Mother Earth. So visualize at your very root chakra, the very base of the spine, that you can send a taproot. You can send a taproot out and down. And I want you to visualize sending it down through your mat, down through the foundations of the building. And when that root hits the earth, the dirt, the sand, the rocks, it spreads, it unfurls those roots like the roots of a great banyan, maple, live oak. They go down and they dig deeper. They reach past grasses and vines. As you send them down, they may commingle with the friends in the room, reaching down, unfurling, unfolding more beautiful tendrils. You start to feel the pull of Mother Earth, her gravity, her heartbeat, as you reach deeper past underground waterways, rocks and stones. And then in one beautiful moment, you reach her core and you feel her embrace as you wrap your roots and let them drop deep into that heart space. And as you breathe, you feel the connection. There is a flow, a pulse up and in. And let's inhale with love and gratitude and fill yourself up with those high vibration emotions, and then send them down. Watch them go through your root, your main channel. Watch that vibration spread down and give some love and gratitude to the mother. We ask her to transmute everything, but we forget to honor her. So do that another time. Bring in your love and your gratitude and your respect and send it down to her. And on the next breath, start to bring a little of that red golden light, life-giving energy up through each of your tendrils, up through the center of the earth, past the rocks and the stones, up higher and higher until through the central channel, and she ignites your root chakra, clearing out any fear, igniting a sense of safety, of home. And that flow rises up into the sacral chakra, the waters igniting your creativity and passions, flows up right into the navel and solar plexus, the fires of your confidence and willpower, your warrior and warrior-esque spirits. And it holds up the base of your heart space, front and back, all around, and just let it hold your heart. And connected below, so we choose to be connected above, so we open that 1,000-petaled lotus from the crown, and we send up branches like those great trees, up through the clouds, reaching up out of the atmosphere towards the stars, the moon, past planets known and unknown, reaching towards the heart of heaven, to whatever that means to you, God, Goddess, infinite source, but connect with that beautiful white golden light, our connection to all humanity, our connection to one another, and tap into that white light, and again, send some love and gratitude up through your branches. Let it be received. And then slowly start to bring down some of that wisdom and truth through the macroverse. Bring that energy into our atmosphere, down through the sky above, through the roof of the building, and let it flow right into your crown chakra. Let it ignite that spiritual connection, flowing down into the third eye, tapping into your knowing, to all of your clairs, your knowing, your sensing, your hearing. Let it pour down, clearing your throat chakra for truth, not just speaking it, but hearing it as well. And let it stop right at the top of your heart space. And right here, on your next breath, allow yourself to release the connection above and the connection below into the heart, and visualize a great, beautiful swirl of energy from above and below, and the cacao within, and your beautiful breath beating in your heart, clearing blocks and sending vibration through your whole body. Keep breathing and swirling. And as the vibrations begin to just settle in your body, you're connected, you're grounded, you are elevated. We begin the work that we need to do individually before we meet the goddess of Cacao, before we clear the chakras more fully. And we'll begin by taking in our healing circle, the Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian prayer for forgiveness and redemption, so we can drop the stories that we carry, so the next part of our journey can be you right now, right now. The Ho'oponopono is thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you. And I invite you, like a movie reel, each round of the prayer to bring in anyone you need to forgive, as challenging as it may be. Tonight's a great night. Bring yourself in. What do you need to forgive yourself for? Let it go. Any experience, any hurt, any resentment. Take the opportunity to use all of these vibrations to clear out the stories once and for all. nice, long, deep inhale here. And let go, sludge out the soles of the feet. Let go through the breath. And open yourself up to the feeling of so much light, letting those stories go, sending out love and light and forgiveness to yourself and those who've caused you pain. And in that vibration, we're ready to meet the goddess. So in your visualization, I want you to please imagine that you are standing in your sacred circle, rising up and walking to the entrance to your healing circle in your sacred space, and just noticing what's around you. And as you stand on the precipice of stepping out, back into your sacred space and out of this healing circle, you see that there is sun if it's daytime, if it's night, it's the light of the moon. But you step out and let these rays come down, tilting your face up to greet them. And we listen to these words and remember that you are the light that you see in others. Take it in. Feel the warmth. Feel the light. So exciting on our journey. Feel the call of the goddess. Hear the beat of the drums and see a path unfold in front of you. Start to follow, feet on the earth. You are the roots of the earth. Move towards the beat. Move towards her energy every step, the heart beating with the drums. Your vibration rising, just getting closer to this energy. Notice everything. And as you go deeper into the space, you can see off in the distance a beautiful goddess temple, and this is where your path will lead. But enjoy the magic of everything you see on your way there. Take a few moments to find the temple. closer, you see a door opening, and coming out the door to greet you is your goddess of Cacao, coming to you in the form that she is today, that's perfect for meeting you. Notice everything about her. Is she an energetic being? Does she have form? Is she wearing beautiful clothes or jewels? Who is your goddess? And look how happy she is to greet you. When you finally meet, you can embrace or dance or simply merge energies for a moment, feeling her heart-opening magic. She wants to take you to a crystal healing cave. Follow her. Allow yourself to be guided. When you enter the cave, it's majestic. So many crystals reflecting light. And before we receive healing from the goddess, she simply wants to speak with you, maybe standing or seated or lying next to each other on the earth, gazing up at all of the crystal palace. But share with her your intention. Ask her any questions you need. Take a moment with the goddess before we do our work. The goddess invites you to lie back on a clearing crystal of selenite. There's beautiful rose quartz for heart opening. But most of the crystals are purely clear that will reflect off of the light emanating from your own chakras. And so, as we move through a chakra clearing, the goddess performing Reiki with her hands, healing and helping to open up, we allow ourselves to really get back into flow. And we start again at the red root. The mantra for this chakra is I love and accept myself exactly as I am, and I trust that everything I need will come to me. Breathe that in, let go of any fear, and come into that place of acceptance. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And as this clears and we truly bring this mantra in, the room ignites the red energy from your root chakra, causes all of the crystals to ignite and flicker red. Your beautiful crystal palace, ruby, dazzling by the strength and the flow from you. And we come up to the sacral chakra, orange, waters all of the internal sexual organs, space where we carry so much sexual energy. Also, creativity and passion, and allowing the sound and the goddess's work to help ignite and clear the space. The mantra: I acknowledge and respect myself in any relationship and regard my own needs as important as anyone else's. I love and respect myself in any relationship. My needs are as important as anyone else's. Let your cave turn orange. Fire of the navel and solar plexus, confidence and willpower. And Goddess brings her hands over the space. The mantra: I am worthy to be totally who I am. Bring that in. I am worthy to be totally who I am, to live my ideal life without guilt, fear, or doubt, because I deserve it. Again, I am worthy to be totally who I am, to live my ideal life without guilt, fear, or doubt, because I deserve it. Let that beautiful crystal cave go so yellow. And then let her hands move up to your heart. your heart. How light. Is this where you're vibrating from with compassion and self-love? Your mantra here, I love myself unconditionally, and this is key, and I allow myself to receive as much love as I give. Equal measure, I love myself unconditionally. Watch as your green light shines as you break through blocks in this space. Let it get emerald. Believe it. Up to the throat, light blue, truth, self-expression. I express my true and authentic self with courage and integrity. Clear your throat chakra and let it color the room. Open, courageous, with integrity. To your beautiful third eye, indigo. Your knowing, your intuition, and responsibility. I acknowledge, this is your mantra, I acknowledge that I choose everything in my life, and I take responsibility for the choices I make. I take responsibility for the choices I make. Light up that room, indigo, as you clear this space. Into the purple and white crown, opening up as 1,000-petaled lotus. The 10th gate, opening up to infinite and source. Our mantra, I am fully conscious and living life in alignment with who I truly am. I connect with my highest self. Let all of your chakras chakras flow now. Working on the one that was most challenging. Lighting up your beautiful crystal temple like a rainbow. And in this state of flow and connection, the goddess invites you to be fearless, to trust, and to elevate yourself to your highest vibration and frequency, so you as a human and as a teacher can help others to be fearless and courageous and to love themselves, to be responsible and authentic. So in this state that you are, she lifts her arms up and the top of the temple opens up to the sky and to the heavens, and she invites you in this elevated state to transform yourself into any bird, animal of flight, a firefly, a ladybug, a hawk, an owl, an eagle, a pegasus, an angel, whatever you are called to be today. And as you unfurl your beautiful wings, still radiating all of your colors 360 degrees, vibrating so high you lift off the floor and you start to rise. Her spirit is with you, but you thank her as you begin your flight out of the temple. See yourself in those crystal facets like mirrors. Be unafraid, fly with faith and grace and joy. And as you rise out of the temple, you see in the distance all of the beautiful people on this journey tonight rising up in their unique glory, in their flow, their colors, their beauty. And I want you all to see each other with an open heart, everyone for their talents and their uniqueness, and together rise up and take a few moments to play, to dive and flow, admire and respect. Look at the work you've done, so magnificent. rising and playing. And I want you all to come together, perhaps on just a beautiful holy branch or ancient limb. And I want you to look down all of the people and know that you're connected, and specifically your community at B Yoga and all of the people you might encounter, all of the personalities, all of the different vibrations. And in this circle of respect for one another, invite them to rise with you, as if you could just see all of your students' future, inviting people to come in and to rise up in their highest frequency so that you can share this flow with respect and love. And so jump off the branch and fly with them and elevate them with your wisdom and your knowledge, and bring them up to the same level. No gurus here. We just elevate others so we all keep rising. And as that happens, everyone gets lifted. Enjoy that visual and sensation of seeing yourself positively impact others' vibration, because you are courageous and fearless and flowing. It's time to come back to our individual journey. And so everyone, thank your community, thank your tribe, thank your teachers. And I invite you to fly up even higher, because waiting for you, perhaps on a cloud, higher branch, or just somewhere wonderful of your creation, is your older self. Your older self waiting for you with a message of how to stay on the right path, on how to become this person, because this older self is you at your highest vibration. This is the you that you're striving to become. And whether it's 2 days from now, they're 20 years older, they're 3 years older, see how they've showed up for you today. See how they have arrived to meet you, and notice every single thing about them. Notice, what are they wearing? What is their vibration like? Notice it all and speak with them. See what they have to share with you. What visions, what guidance, what gifts. This is your time to learn from you. Ask them questions. If you need advice on how to get there, let them show you the path from this higher perspective. How do you be the teacher, healer, person, inspiration that you're meant to be? How do you be what you were sent here to be? And take another minute with your older self. We have a gift for you, something that you need to bring back as a memory of your time together. See what that gift is, something that'll help you stay the course. Thank your older self for showing up today. Embrace them, merge with them, feel that energy so you can bring it with you. And then with an even greater sense of faith, I invite you to dive off of that cloud and fly your way down to a beautiful, beautiful lagoon, pool in your sacred space. Go and find it. Fly back into your sacred space and find a beautiful garden with a magical turquoise pool of water. When you land, you can come back into some type of physical, energetic form. And I invite you to simply look at the garden. This is your garden. Seeds planted, intentions set. Looking at what's grown, what's manifested of your dreams. If there are any weeds in your garden, I invite you to pull them. And I invite you to plant 3 new seeds today based on what you've learned. Take a moment, pull your weeds, plant your seeds. strong seeds of intention. And make sure nothing is there. Pull from the root any weeds, anything that's cluttering your space for growth and manifestation. Water those seeds. Pat the earth down with so much tenderness and care, and send your love and gratitude into the earth. Invite Mother Earth to help these beautiful intentions grow. And when you're done, I invite you to make your way to that beautiful pool of water. The temperature is perfect. You can ease your way in, and you realize you can float with absolutely no problem. And I want you to just float, gazing up and around at all of the beauty, flowing through energetically, so connected in this life when we're faced with so many challenges. Sometimes it's nice to remember to flow like water, to be fluid and forgiving. You can still move mountains. So as you start to feel a bit of a pull in the water, it looks like it's going to just weave you through the majesty of your sacred space. I invite you to be like water.
Let me be like water, fluid and forgiving.
Fluid and forgiving. Flow through your sacred space in this state of elevated frequency.
Maybe like water, let me be 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 like water. Let me be like water. Let me be.
The water's pulling you towards a beautiful waterfall where you can clear and cleanse anything that's left that you need to let go of. Enjoy. way to the side. Allow yourself another dip in the fluid, beautiful waters. But it's time for us to make our way back to our overlook. Placing your feet firmly into the earth. Allow yourself to gaze up to the overlook and begin the beautiful journey back through your sacred space. Noticing everything, feeling the beauty of your flow. As you make your way to the overlook, before you go through the door, take a moment to just gaze out. See the goddess temple. In the distance, older self, elevated, far up in the sky. And just knowing, being grateful for all that you've received, all of the wisdom from the goddess. And without trepidation, because we can bring this vibration back into this dimension. So when you're ready, take one last big breath and let go, knowing you can come back to this sacred space and step through the door back into this sacred circle. Taking a nice long deep inhale, releasing out the soles of the feet. Simply arrive and feel what it's like to be in this high vibration right here in this human body. Take a moment to get used to it. Fearless, courageous, filled with self-love, community, with a committed community supporting you, and Mother Earth below. Connect your roots into heaven above. As we come back into this body, we take 1 minute of silence to to simply breathe and connect. I invite everyone to stay for a moment in noble silence, but to slowly wake up the body. If you need to use the restroom or shift and bend and move or write in your journal, let's take the next few moments to just take our time to come back into sacred circle, honoring and respecting people's need for time to come out of their journey. And then we'll have an opportunity to share for a moment. So just come back gently and peacefully, and I will be right back as well. Sarah, I don't have you on video, so when you do want to come on, I've shifted the sound but take your time, no rush. Just so you know, you're muted on Zoom. If you wanted to, oh, sorry.
We're just waiting on Tyler to come back from the restroom. Candace, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me as well?
Oh, I lost your. Sorry, I turned the sound way down on the television. Can you hear me okay?
That's okay. Was the sound okay for you?
It is, yeah. Oh, my eye mask is still on. Okay, it was beautiful. So if we could you just wait 1 minute until Tyler returns? Is that okay?
Absolutely. Everyone's okay. Sir, would you like me to turn the recording off here, or would you like me to keep it on?
Do you all, would you feel more comfortable if she stopped recording now? We're indifferent.
I'll keep it on then. It's your recording, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
And I think he'll be back in just a second. So if, do you want to, you can continue on your ends, Candace.
Okay, perfect. I just, really, this is just an opportunity. We don't have, I know, too much time because I don't want to, but this is just a chance if anyone would like to share a little bit about their experience. Obviously, we're limited on time, so being a little bit short and sweet about it, but if there was a message that you received or a gift that you received, something that might be helpful and insightful. I don't know, Sarah, if you want to start, you've done this before, and just tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah. So I loved it, of course, as always. And so for me, my goddess always seems to look the same when I do the cacao ceremonies, and she smells the same and feels the same. And it's very like tactile, like it's a lot of like, you know, a like very warm embrace. And like just like this beautiful like sanctuary, I guess. I was going back and forth and I was like, what does my door look like? Is it wooden? Is it glass? Is it clear? Is it white? And I'm like, no, this is, you already know what this is supposed to look like, right? And so I was like, you know, getting rid of kind of the mind chatter. I've had a headache since probably 11 o'clock today, probably just because I was dehydrated. And so I was experiencing some of that, and we started doing the chakra work. And the first moment that we kind of went up through the crown, my headache like disappeared, gone. Like it was just like magical. There's so many parts to the journey that like I'm like, and I'm a little like high right now. So
were you able to see everybody flying? I know we may not have time for everybody to say that, but it might be kind of cool. Like, how did you see each other, you know?
Yeah. So that was so actually like unbelievably amazing for me. And it felt so freeing, like personally, to like feel myself flying. And I was in the likeness of Fox, like the Phoenix from Harry Potter. So that's like kind of how I saw myself, like as the Phoenix, which is a mythical creature, obviously, but I saw like the flock right around me and like felt very connected to all of you and like us flying and kind of just like looking below. And it was interesting because as I was on the ground and it was like more of the goddess energy and it was like very bright and light and sunshine and warmth. But as I was flying in the sky, it was always the night sky, like very clear, a lot of stars looking down beneath, like on the city or the population below. So I felt that was kind of interesting how like when I was in the sky, it was the night sky, but when I was on the earth, it was the sunshine and the daylight. Yeah, that was really special. I felt very, very happy about that. And my older self gave me like just the gift of knowing. And so like that was, I don't know how else to put it, but just like knowing and trust. And so that was the gift that I gave myself, which was really lovely.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sarah. And I really just want to say this because I don't want it to come to the end and not. Sarah, thank you so much for asking me to do this, and to everyone for being so open-minded and receiving this. It is just an honor for me to be a part of this experience for you. So please, if anyone else would like to share, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I promise not everyone has like, working with the heart and the chakras, this can also be challenging. So don't be shy on sharing if you had a slight, if there were things you faced as well. So I'm happy to hear.
I thought the planting the seeds was amazing. That was so deep for me.
Oh, good. Good. And were you able to see yourself flying as well?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I was more of like a speck, like a light. Like I wasn't necessarily like a figure. I was just like we were lights.
Beautiful. And were you really clear about your intentions, the seeds that you planted?
Yes.
Awesome. And that's one thing I would say, everybody keep a pen and paper, because like for the next 24 hours, well, I know you've got a lot to do, but maybe the 24 hours after that, like journaling your notes just to keep them, have them come up in anything. Also, did any of the mantras resonate? I'm always interested. I will send to Sarah the mantras because they are quite interesting to use and see how they resonate.
They all resonated for me. I loved them all.
I actually felt my wheels spinning once you got to the top. Like they all felt really clogged, but once you hit the crown, like they were all spinning in line with each other, which was cool.
Beautiful. And how were you able to release a little bit of that sense of anxiety? Like, was it able to were you able to shift some of it?
Yeah, especially once I got to my older self.
Oh, good.
Like imagining the like sludge coming out and like her helping me pull it out was really cool. And she gave me a rose quartz actually. Yeah, for self-love, which I thought was interesting that was the first thing that I thought of was a little crystal to take, because I use crystals a lot, and the one that I use the most is a rose quartz. That's probably why I thought of it, but
I will tell you, that's really funny. If I was with you in person, usually I use a rose quartz as a gift from the goddess to plant, and I give them to you. So
that's so interesting.
so yes, definitely do that. That's
Candace,
beautiful.
There was a point that I was like, is she in the room with us? Like, I like really felt like you were like actually here in the room with us for like towards the end. I don't know. It was very weird. Like I felt very much your presence like in this space.
I kind of think, I don't know, I'm always interested if I watch the video, like there's definitely a time that I was completely not here. Like, like my eyes are closed and it's just kind of coming through like the seeds and like what gets added. So I felt very much with you. So that was beautiful.
Especially when it started ringing in here.
Yeah.
Like you were definitely here when it started ringing in here.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, so cool. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share?
So when we originally asked like if any spirit guides or like spirits wanted to join us, I had a wolf approach me, and it became very clear to me very quickly that was my son coming to join me on this journey. And it was so beautiful walking beside them and feeling their fur and their eager, almost puppy-like energy to be excited wherever we're going. And as we got to the circle, they sat and said, like, I'll wait here on the outside of the circle. This is for you. Mm-hmm. And it was a circle of mushrooms, so like a little fairy ring. And it was really, really awesome. The parts that really stood out to me is when we were flying, because I saw all of you. And I don't know if anybody's seen the movie Maleficent, but that is what it came to me. We were all in our physical beings. Oh, I'm like shaky. This is really cool. I'm feeling like a buzz. But we all had different wings. And if you don't mind, I'd love to tell you what I saw. So Caitlin, you had beautiful, big pink fairy wings.
Oh my goodness.
Which I saw for you. And you had these beautiful teal wings, much like a water dragon, where they had scales, but they also had feathers. Tyler, you had these huge, strong eagle's wings,
It was just they really matched the reminiscence, the color of your beard. It was really beautiful. You had amazing, very large, very tall angel wings, very white and pure. Leah, you and I had very similar wings, which I thought was really cool. Much like Maleficent herself, large and brown, and full of energy. And then the both of you actually had really beautifully arched and kind of whirly black wings, like a very whimsical, like raven. I think I kind of get that from like your hair colors and whatnot. But that's what I saw. We were all just flying together, and it was really amazing. So when I saw my older self, it was probably the most impactful part on my heart. Meeting my older self, because she wasn't too much older than me now. And she had lots of tattoos and lots of sun-kissed skin with freckles and wrinkles. And she was so happy about it all. And she had this amazing golden armband. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I've always wanted one of those. I hope I get one. And I thought that was so cool. And I asked her, I said, how do I heal this heart of mine that aches, from our mother? How do we get over it? And she just, grabbed my face so sweetly. And she said, by becoming the mother that you never had. And I heard the wolf howl in the distance. And it was just, it started to make me cry. And as her gift, she gave me that golden armband. And I repeated it. And I said, that's what I've always wanted that. And she said, and you too will have everything you ever wanted that you thought was out of your reach. And so those were definitely the most impactful moments for me of that journey. So
wow, beautiful. Beautiful. Does anyone else want to share before we close the circle? You can have opportunities, obviously, to share over the course of the next day or two, but anything else? Okay. All right. Sarah, you ready? Let's close the circle. I'm going to read the closing card, and then I'm going to invite you to do something without me. I wish I could be there with you. But let me just read this real quick. Not real quick, but all right. I'm not reading that central one. This is called the Council. I'll send you, Sarah, I'll send you all of these details so you can share them.
Thank you, Candace.
Of course.
Can I just add really quickly, Candace, the story of you and I first meeting? Can I say that before we close?
Please.
Okay, so funny enough, I have heard of Candace Blair. She was like a yoga, like Kundalini yoga celebrity to me. And I was like, I had like heard of her Cacao ceremonies. And I went with my very best friend to her parents' home in Hilton Head last spring break, actually in the middle of last teacher training. And I was doing the teacher training on Zoom, and I was kind of busy through the weekends. And Sarah McDivitt was like, you got to go to a Kundalini class while you're there. And I was like, how am I supposed to do that? I'm doing teacher training. I have my kids. I can't just leave my kids. So the night before we left, our friend Tracy was like, you just have to come over and meet my friend. And I was like, okay, yeah. So we walked literally like 3 steps away, and Candace opened the door, and I was like, you're Candace Blair. And she was like, I am. And I was like, but you're Candace Blair. And I was like very, very uncool about the whole thing. And I was very starstruck. And I really knew like immediately that I was supposed to meet Candace. And I am just you're everything. I'm so grateful to you for taking the time and the energy and the space to do this and accepting my invitation. And I hope that we continue to make some magic together.
Oh my gosh, it's an honor, and I'd love to collaborate with you, anytime it's possible. And I have to say, she's probably made me feel more famous than anybody else. I tell the story, like, I got to tell you, the moment I actually was like, all right, I must be doing something right. I'm like, this is so great. So Sarah, you have no idea the impact you've had on me. I'm like, okay, Like, I think I walked a little taller the next day, wore my turban a little straighter.
And she's very tall in person. So, so the fact that she walked taller is a big deal.
I double wrap my turban now.
Yes, yes.
Well, let me read you this. Thank you, Sarah. Let me just read this. The council, I won't read the whole thing. I'll just read the essence. So maybe, and I just kind of feeling like, are we the council? The council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. That's who we met perhaps today. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and bad deeds on the divine scale and explain where we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we may have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around a sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. What a great card to finish. So being in tune with that council, but also knowing you're a part of that council. I am so grateful to have shared this with you. I will definitely follow up with a mail. If you have questions, you can most certainly feel comfortable to reach out to me about Cacao, about anything. I'm really kind of love answering questions, but I'm going to invite you to do one thing. I know you all have to kind of roll, but if you don't mind, I would invite you to close the circle together by standing up, and I'll let me log off so you can have this space. And with only these words, because otherwise you will never leave on time. But I invite you all in your circle. And like Sarah, if you start to go to the person to your left and literally just hold them on the shoulders, look them in the eye and say, I see the beauty in you. And you both say it to each other. And then you move on so that each of you has the opportunity to just look each other in the eye, see the beauty in one another, and then let it flow and keep that vibration super high for everyone else. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Candace. Candace, I'm going to share, if it's okay with all of you, is it okay if I share your emails with Candace? Yeah. Okay. So Candace is actually doing an incredible retreat, which it is my goal to attend next year. It's next February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In Guatemala, where you will be doing many things, the cacao ceremonies and Reiki and Kundalini, right? All of it. So
fire ceremonies, shamanic journeying, like it's right on Lago Atitlan in Guatemala. It's amazing. I have to say though, crazy. I just launched it yesterday and like 70% of the rooms are booked. So if you want to come, let me know.
Candace, that's not good news for me. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really can't thank you enough. This was beautiful. Thank you. You're such a beautiful school. You're glowing with your fiery beauty. So thank you. And we'll be in touch.
Perfect. I'll send you the recording. Thank you, everyone. And good luck tomorrow. Be fearless and courageous. You'll do amazing.